Hello, afternoon. Today we're going to repair this Mountainone, or Mountainone 7-inch wireless 4-channel DVR. It's the monitor end. It's the model SY602D. Okay, see you shortly. Hello there. How you doing? Well, today we've got a Mountainone 7-inch wireless 4-channel DVR with camera. The model is an SY602D. That's all we know about it. It's here's the item. This is like a little monitor. You can pull out the back and sort of lean it down like that with an aerial wireless antenna. It's one of those cheap and nasty looking monitor stroke DVR. It records to a SD card. Now this was my father's, still is, and he's had it installed. Not long ago, so 6 months ago. It was working for a few weeks, few months, not too sure, and it's just gone off. Whatever, it's just gone off. So anyway, long story short, I've ended up with having a look at it. So the guy who installed it basically took it away, said they couldn't fix it, need a new one or something, I don't know. Anyway, didn't want to replace it, whatever reason. So I'll have a look at it. We'll see if we can find out why it's failed. Maybe of interest to anyone else who has got one or having a look at one. Right, here we go then. So it comes with a little transformer. Let's get that transformer and show you the transformer. It's a little plug-in transformer with a small DC plug. It's 5 volts at 1 amp, so it's not a lot going on there. Doesn't look very good to me, but looks a bit small, but cheap and nasty. I'll plug it in. So the first thing we'll do is we'll measure it. We shall have a measure of it. Okay. I haven't got the best tools in here for measuring. Let me just swap over probe leads. Let's put something in we can with some prongs on. Should have done that before, really. Never mind. Anyway, so we're on volts, and we're going to have a look at this. Not sure whether it should be standard. Obviously can't get in there, it's too small to get in. I can't get in with the probe, so I'm going to need something like a needle. Something with a needle on it. No, even that's too big. So, we'll have a bit of solder, why not? Let's drag a bit of solder. I'm going to put the solder in. And I'm going to touch on the solder. Have we got anything? Doesn't look like we've got anything going on here. This may be the problem straight away. Oh, hang on. Point. I had something then. We've got 5 volts. 5.3 volts. Top left hand corner. Okay, so we've got some volts. That's good. Alright. So at least it's not something silly like a Power supply. Okay, so we're going to open the backup. This has already been opened, by the way. The guy who took it away must have had a look at it. There's 4 screws already missing. I haven't opened it. Well, have a look. Take the back cover off. We've got looks like a mobile phone battery in there, 3.7 volt. Looks like some kind of early Nokia mobile phone battery. It's a BL5J, 3.7 volts. BL5J 1320 milliamp hour, 4.9 watt hour. Yeah. So we can measure the battery as well. See if there's anything going on this battery. I bet it's stone flat. Don't even know where you measure it from. Don't even know if I'm probes are getting to them. It's dead awkward, isn't it? Never mind. So I can't see anything. It's either flat or my probes aren't touching it. Millivolts. Can't guarantee that I'm even touching that, so I'm going to do. I'm going to snip off a couple of bits of solder. Let's cut a few slithers of solder. Yeah. Just going to pop them into there. It's very awkward. Let's get these solders into there. Don't know which battery, there's 3 terminals, one's a sense probably. Let's see if we've got anything there. Oh. Right. Could do with something smaller. Right, what we got? Nothing, no voltage. Nothing there. Don't think it's touching. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Alright, let's try it again. Can't work that out, whether there's anything there, so let's try the next one along. It looks flat to me. I don't know. Let's try the other 2. Could do with some tiny probes, really. Tell you what. Let's try some different probes. Throw them away. Let's see if we've got some different probes. Hold on a second. What we got here? Surely we got some sharp ones. What have I done with them? Right, here we go. We've got another meter here. Got another meter. Let's just stick it down temporary. Put it onto volts. Got a Fluke 110 True RMS multimeter. I've had this for a long time. It's in bad shape. It's been it's followed me on my job journeys, this one. Yeah, nothing so far. It looks totally flat. They're definitely touching inside the prongs now. Right, I'd say that's flat. Let's give this terminal another go. Let's give this a bit of a measurement on there. Tiny, can't get into it. Oh, just about getting 5.29, yeah. Okay, so I think the battery's flat. So what we're going to do now, we'll plug it in. Let's do a quick test. We'll plug it in. Where's it gone? I'm going to plug it in and let's just probe the battery terminal, see if we got anything. We got it switched on. Too many meters here, sorry, hang on. Let's move the one out the way. Let's get hold of okay. So we're going to have a look in there. The lighting's really poor here, sorry about that. Can't see anything. Just about to see those probes there. Right. Let's see if we got anything on the old 6.3. No appreciable voltage on there. So we're not getting anything through to the battery. No, nothing coming through to the battery. Okay, and there's no lights on here. There's an LED. There's an LED light just there, not coming on. No light, even though it's on. Nothing seems to happen. Even the on LED up this end doesn't light up. So putting that in should give you. Thing is now, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of the power supply that come with it, because I need to monitor what's been drawn out of there. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna switch on my PSU volts. Right, so I've got PSU volts, 12 volt. Let's just bring it down to 5 volt. Bring it down to 5 volts. 5.2 will do, I suppose. 5.2 volts, that's alright. Yeah, 5.2. I'll do. Bring the amps down, of course, don't want much amps. Right, now what we've got to do now is we've got to find one of these. Find one of these. So I shall find one of them. I've got a collection of ends here. Got one of these universal laptop things from the old Maplin. Let's find something that'll fit. Same socket. That looks close. That certainly looks like it. Close enough. Let's see if it fits in. Right, here we go. Yeah. So we know the centre pin was positive. So what we'll do is I've just got to find out. We go on to ohms a minute. Ohms continuity test. Just make sure which pin. It says minus and plus, but they're opposites. Right, so there and there. So that's the minus. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in that there onto the minus. Or have I got some? Hold on. Let me bring the voltage down here. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm out of camera shot here, but never mind. It's all wound up. Right, so I basically got my power coming down onto these these clips, removable clips. Now, of course, I've lost the position on it now, so let's get these back again. Okay, just got to confirm, don't get the polarity around the wrong way. So that's negative. So I'm going on negative there. Positive will come over onto this one. Okay, it's a bit of how you're doing, but at least it should be alright. It won't touch each other. As you can see, it's not going to short out, so that's fine. Fine for me. Right, I'm going to stick the 5 volts in now. I've got it on low ampage, so it could possibly just shut off the power supply, so I'll switch it off. And I plug in. Make sure I'm recording. Yeah, recording. Okay. Let's just get these out of the way a minute. Keep these like that. Of course, it falls off. Let's put this round the other way. Hold on. Let's get these somewhere so they don't interfere with anything. Yeah, put one up, one down. That's good. Okay, so we've got we've got. Oh, it fell off. Doing well. Sorry. It's one of them, isn't it? So there must be. I think there must be a fuse or something, or a track, or a bad joint. Blown open circuit, because there's no light. There's no LED here lighting up. Unless it doesn't light up to switch on, but I don't know. There's no current draw at all, so let's just switch on. And we've got no current draw. We've got 0 current draw, so there's got to be a break. Something inside on this input has blown open circuit. It's got to have done. Let's just make sure. Just put the meter on here, make sure we've got 5 volts at the, should have. Go back on 2 volts. And should have 5 volts here. What we got? Yeah, 5.253. Yeah, that's a bit of voltage loss in the cable. That's fine, about right. Okay, so we've got something that's broken off or blown. So what we're going to do next is take it apart. There's no current draw. Let's just turn it up. It hasn't shut down. So it's shut down now. Yeah. Let's get you a different view. Hang on a minute. So rear view. Yeah. This is the power supply, and if I turn it, showing 0 current draw, 5.26. We're lit up, the output's on. If I bring down the fine on the current, it switches off and the voltage drops. So this has got enough power, but it's not trying to take any current at all. So I'll do one more test. I'll stick the battery in. Switch back to that other view in it. Okay, so we're on back on this one. Let's stick the battery in and see if we get anything happening. Maybe it's got some weird idea of not doing anything. No, there's still no current draw. Switch it on, there's still no current draw. So it must have broke off inside, I think. Right, take the battery back out. Unplug this power supply. Get rid of that in a minute. I'm going to take this apart now. The guy who already looked at it, who sold it, must have took it apart and had a quick look. Couldn't seem to do anything with it. So let's see if we can have a look at it. So I know what mess they made of it. So the screws are already out. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4 screws from what I can see. There's none under there, no. So this should be easy enough. Hopefully. You can see where they damaged it a bit. It's had a screwdriver in there, and there already. Somebody's already had a go at it. Let's get this open if we can. This fiddly thing. Let's get the hair out of the way. Looks like it's coming apart okay. It's not as bad as some of the stuff. Let's get it apart. Right, let's keep going. So anyway, I've got bought another Amiga 600. the weekend. I picked it up Saturday. Bought it last week. Bought faulty. It's faulty. I've had a quick check of it. The floppy drive's working okay on it. Keyboard's okay. Haven't tried the power supply. The mouse works. You can see some rather large solar there initially. Yeah, anyway, I got to repair the mainboard on that Amiga at some point. There's no video at all, which is how I bought it. Sometimes I buy them and then they're actually working. So, right, so in here, go back to this now. We've got what's that? I thought that was a Xilinx. Then that processor. It's not. Let's see if I can get a. I don't know whether I get a. Can you see that there? No. Let's have a quick look at it. Have a squeeze. Sonin. So the main chip is an SN93502AFG. Whatever that is. Never heard of it. Probably nothing. There's a. Oh my god. Good God, can you believe this, eh? I'll show you something in a minute. You wouldn't believe this. This is, I'll show you something. Let's get this under the microscope. I'll show you what they've done to it. Just hold on a second, let me move that out of the way. Get the microscope area clear, switch on the microscope. If I can find it. Where are you? Microscope. Right, down here is a microscope. Let's switch over to microscope view. There we go. Right, I've got a bit of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna have to get some room over. Let's take this over to here. Actually, that looks like the same screen that's in my oscilloscope. I wonder if it is. Could well be. Right, let's just take this over to the. Take this over to the microscope. Right, I'm going to show you this. You'll have a laugh at this. You'll have a laugh at this. You have a look at this. Looks like someone's welded it with an old branding iron. Someone's look at this. Hang on, let me just focus this in. Give us a second. Always go the wrong way. Look at that. Good God. And I can see straight away that the track isn't even there. Non-existent. So no wonder we got no. Right, got to undo the connector off the power supply. I'm just going to put this into here. Yeah, so I'm going to put that into there. And I don't even think there's a way through. Let me put it onto continuity. Oh, I haven't got the meter on. Let me include the meter in this view. Right, I've just got to include the meter. There it is. Right, so I got the. That's it. We're in this view. Okay. Let's see. Do a bit of continuity now. This is where I could do with the. Let's tell you what. Let's change a probe. Swap one of the probes over for. I'm gonna have to somehow get a connection that can put more than one probe in at once. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. I'll stick that probe in there. You can't see what I'm doing here, it doesn't matter. Alright, not sure which one's which. I think it's that one. Okay, yeah, you can't see a lot. Tell you what, let's back off the. Just back this off a bit so you can see a bit better, a bit higher. I had it focused in on something small the other day. I'm sure I did. Right, I had it lowered down a bit. So there's a bit of a better view, isn't it? Right, you can see. Can you see all around here? Look at this. Look at this solder here. See it? And there's also, this track is missing. Let me use a probe, it's easier. See this here, this track? I can tell it is the track missing. So they've soldered it back in, but the bit that needs to come here, this reverse protection diode, it's not being fed from the supply, so it ain't going to draw anything. Anyway, so look at this solder here. Look at this lump. Looks like a cow pat. Anyway, right. So let's do a bit of measuring. So just unravel these probes a minute. Okay. Right. So let's just see. I'm on continuity. Let's have a look. So 4.2 ohm there. 1.4 ohm there. So that's definitely the right one, isn't it? There you go. Let's just twizzle it around a bit. Yeah, let's try again. 3.9 ohm. 1.4 ohm. Let's just twizzle that around. Let's get it onto there. Hang on, let's just... Can't quite get that round the pin there. Right, I'm gonna have to open this up. Can't quite get this round the pin. They're very cheap, these. I'm gonna have to get some dear ones. These are very cheap. Right, so let's try again. Get back into view. Okay. I've got nothing there. Nothing there. Right, so I've got continuity. This is the pin, the middle pin coming out. And it's supposed to go over to this here, and there's nothing on this, so there's no track between there and there. So how is it going to work? I've got no idea how the guy was supposed to fix that. Anyway, I'm going to unsolder this blob and then repair this. But we could, I'll tell you what I can do. We can see if it lights up. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put power onto this from my probe. Okay, so that'll be able to do that. So let's get the negative off my power supply, which you can't see again. I'm going to go back over to the other one. No, I'll stay on that one actually. Let's get the power supply up on here. PSU volts. Right, there's your PSU volts. I'm going to connect my negative on my power supply to over here. Right, that's negative, connected. Keep sliding out of view, sorry. And you can't see what's going on. Okay, so hopefully you can see this LED here. And that's the DC connector, and then you got your power in there. And it's not feeding through. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a probe on this. Let's get another probe. Let's find a probe. I tell you what, we'll find the one that's the right one for it. Where's it gone? There it is. Right. Okay, so all the leads drop out. Right, we're back again. I'm going to put a DC probe on here and use this. Can't see it. Look down the left hand corner. Yeah, I'm going to screw my probe into there. And I'm going to put the power straight to this. So here's my probe with red. If I put power onto this and see what happens to the current draw. Nothing happened to the current drawer. Ah, because we're dead. Hang on. Right. Nothing there. Now we're on switched off at the minute. Let's switch it on and give it power. Oh, look at that. The LED came on then. Is the LED on? Yeah. And we're drawing at 1.25 milliamp. It's gone into overload on the current, so let's give it a bit more. Let's give it some course. Alright, so 280 milliamps we're drawing. Okay. 5 volts, 800 milliamps we're on now. That's a fair old bit, isn't it? Let's hold it still. Let's see if we can see any display. I can see it's lit up already. Can I see anything? I've had to take it off. So hang on. It's not the best view. Let's go back on again. Alright, yeah, we've got something going on. So yeah, this is just a case of a really bad repair. That's all it is. A case of a really bad repair attempt. What a shame. Anyway, what I'm going to do is let's get another screwdriver a minute. I'm going to unsolder all this and that. See what's going on, tidy it up, clean it up. I'll probably put some hot melt glue either side of it after, just to give it some strength against this side here. And we'll have to put a repair from there to there. Okay, so that's what it is. Nothing actually blown up. They're on about charging another £100 for one of these things. Well, it's just a piece of copper track that's missing. Right. I'll carry on recording, but that's basically it. I'll carry on recording and put it all back together, do the repair. You might as well watch, I suppose, or put it in the background. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's okay. So I'm going to go back onto the other view. Let's pull this out. Let's transfer this back over to here. Really must stop telling you exactly what I'm doing. It's pretty pointless telling you exactly what steps I'm doing anyway. And I've got to stop telling you that I'm telling you about the steps I'm doing as well. Right. Okay. So let's switch a couple of these off a minute. Right. US. Where are we? That much stuff. DC voltage off, microscope off. Alright, there you go. We'll leave the voltage one on. And okay, right, I've got to get. I think, shall we use the desoldering gun? Yeah, let's use the desoldering gun. Just going to put you on to rear view a minute. Right. Hi there. Can't see it, but it's over here. Got how can I show you this? Can't show you. You've seen it before anyway. There it is. Desoldering gun. Just getting up to temperature. I'm just going to use that just to get rid of the solder off here. Okay, so I've got a lot going on here. All sorts of stuff switched on, not even using it, doesn't matter. Go back to the bench view again. Right. So we've got no. I mean, we could take the. Let's tell you what. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the LCD. Now that one. I'm just wondering, is that the same one I've got in my oscilloscope? I wouldn't have thought so, but wouldn't it be good if it was? Looks very, very familiar. The ribbon does. That's certainly the same size screen. Oh well. Right, let's stick that to one side. What have we got here? Yeah. What's that? That's a little sounder, little piezo sounder, soldered straight on the board there, so we can't actually take that off out of the way. We can undo the ribbon. Unless you want to start unsoldering that, not really. So we'll leave that as it is. Right, we'll get this under here. It's not. You can sort of see it's not brilliant. Oh, we're up to 300 degrees C. Right, it's going to bring the leads over here. And here's the gun. These are good, but I don't know how long they last. Right, here we go then. Let's get rid of this first blob. There, can you see that blob? Let's get rid of that. Let's get this heated up. And it's warming up lovely. Can't see what I'm doing with that great big blob there, so let's get rid of it. Get rid of all this. Looks like they must have used one of those very early soldering irons that look like a branding iron. Oh well, I suppose you've got to use what you got, aren't you? I suppose got available, really. That's what you're going to use. Shame. Oh well, my dad will be happy anyway if I get it going. He'll be happy. Oh, I've got it. It's already got it going, haven't we? So I've just got to tidy this up a bit. Okay, let's get that one down there. Yeah, there's a bit down the back of here. Don't know if I can get to that. No, the whole thing's off. Alright, we'll have a look at that. That whole thing came off. I've got to let's get some water. What have I done with it? Bit of water in the and me pad. I got that many pads here. I don't know which one to use. Let's use the one that it came with it. Alright, just got to put some water in the cleaning sponge. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's fill them all. Fill them up. They soon dry out these soldering iron sponges. Right. Let's just clean the end up a minute. Right, have a look at this connector under the microscope. See what's going on with it. Let's just get the focus better. Yeah, I know what's going on with that. Let's get some. Have to excuse me rough fingers. I have to do some proper work in my day job. That's the problem. Yeah, I can't see a lot of this. Anyway, back to the other view. Yeah, let's just clean that up. I'm going to put my other iron on now. Got my light source, it should be in the way. Let's switch the other iron on, bring it forward a bit. Yeah, so it looks like that this is it's been knocked off, doesn't it? It looks like it's been smashed off. My dad must have been a bit clumsy with it and pulled it off the circuit board. It's a shame they couldn't have fixed it though. I mean, there's not much going wrong with it. Yeah. Well, I'm going to set this up over top of it. I've really got to get some better stuff here. It's hard to see, really. Yeah, it's horrible. Well, I'm gonna have to I'll get this set up over top of it because I can't really. My eyes aren't what they were. I used to have eagle eyes when it comes to looking at stuff like that. But anyway, let's get rid of that a minute. I've got to get one of them. I think I've got to invest in one of those trinoculars. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to invest in one of them pretty soon enough. That's about another £600-700 quid, I would have thought. I've got to end up with something because this is crazy. Anyway, let's just bring that round a bit. Yeah, setting that up's awkward. Needs to go lower. Tell you what, let me just get this off here. These helping hands, they're sometimes a hindrance. You've got all this kind of get up on it. All this stuff here. I don't want it really. Right, just gotta get out of that. I'm just gonna take this stupid spring off here. Yeah. Top heavy, these things, Right, let's see if we can do it without that. So, yeah. That's better. It's a better view. It's not much good for you, but it's better for me. Right, let's get this on here. Yeah, let's get some tweezers out. I can see some bits of residue. Are these me posh ones? I don't know. Yeah. Right. Yeah, there's a little bit of residue here. There it is. Whatever's left over. Yeah, so that track is totally gone. Right. What's next? The iron's up to temperature. Let's just give it a 10. Just go over these. Should have got some flux ready. Let's just tin these. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, let's just tidy this connector up now. Yeah, I'm going to need a trinocular if I'm going to be doing this regular, because it's imperative for me and imperative for you to be able to see it. Yeah, you can still see the tracks stuck to it. It's still got the tracks stuck to the what's left of the tracks. It's just ripped them straight off. We need them off so we can get some. That's it. Rightio. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Alright. So basically I've just tidied up the area of it a bit. Can I get you to see that? I don't know. Yeah. Just tidied this this area here up. Okay, I'm gonna need the thing out the way now. I've got to get yeah, so I'm gonna have to put a wire in that at some point. Let's get the main item soldered down. It's probably just reflowed soldered in it originally, and it wasn't enough to hold it down. So what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna tin this connector. It might seem a bit mad, but I'm gonna. It just looks a bit grey to me. So I don't know if it's got enough tin on it. I suppose we should just use flux really, but it looks tarnished. It's okay. It's taking the solder fine. For some reason I got two connectors there. Don't know why I got two. See. So that pad's missing. There's a pad missing from there, so that's not going to ever solder to that. But it is negative anyway. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get a knife and scrape away some of the solder resist in order to get this pad to stick to something. I can see what they've done. They've provided solder relief to the pad, which is what you'd do. But the problem is that means it's only attached with the solder relief parts of the piece of the copper clad. That's the problem. So it's actually, once those little tabs break off, there's no strain relief for the just scraping the solder resist off so we can get some solder adhesion. I'll do the same to this as well. Get a bit of extra around it. It's what I can see this being a problem if you just repair it quickly. All that's going to happen is it's going to get knocked again and broke off. So we're going to have to go over the top here to make it last long enough. So I'm going to put a lot of solder around the tab, get it to flow, and also when I've connected it up, hot melt glue gun around it. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm going to go for that. Still recording? Yeah, still recording, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to tin the area. I've got to be a bit careful because this lead is getting warm. Got leads everywhere, that's the trouble with this, isn't it? Never mind. Right, let's get some tin on it, on the areas in question. Might need some solder flux, maybe. There's not enough in the solder already. Could put a bit of solder flux on there, really. Yeah. Okay, so we're okay. Right, so I've got to get the thing to sit down now. I've got to make it sit down, so I've got to find my desoldering braid. What did I do with that? I wound it up. What did I do with my desolder braid? That reminds me, I thought I bought some more. Desolder braid, what on earth did I do with it? That's weird, isn't it? I don't know. Oh well. Right. I'll put this connector back on. I'll plug in this thing as well, so it might hold it in place. Oh yeah, it's great for manipulating. Right, so I'm just gonna try to solder it into position. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy. Let's give it a bit of solder around it. That's nice. So okay, let's get some around here. Okay, bit at the back now. Okay, let's have a look at that. It's nice and sturdy, and we need to get a link now. A link from the back. So I want a link from that pin over to there. Just make sure there's no shorts before we get it linked. Okay. Let's find out if we got we're on ohms, yeah, we're on bleep. Yeah, it looks okay. Let's have a quick look with a microscope. That microscope. Yeah, it looks good. So I've got to put a wire from there to there. So let's get a wire on it. Let's get a nice wire on that now. What about a 0 ohm link or something? 0 ohm link. Wire's a bit not too brilliant wire. Oh, turn my desoldering pump off. Don't need that on. Let's get a 0 ohm link or a capacitor leg. Let's do a capacitor leg. Got one handy. Not one big enough though. Yeah, not one handy. I'll have to go away for a second. It's no problem, I've got hands-free microphone. Just gotta go and find something. Give me a second. Right. Let's see what I got on the old trays. I'm just over by my trays at the minute. I'll find some 0 ohm links. Something I can use. What we got here now? No. 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 No, hang on, what have I done with them all? I seem to have a load of empty trays. More empty trays. I'm gonna have to label these up. Yeah, I seem to have lost all my content. Why have I got no content? Oh, it just fell on the floor. Right, what we got? Oh, we got a pin there. I wonder if I take the pin, a leg off something. That's probably the best one, isn't it? Yeah. Let's take a bit. Yeah, we'll take one of them. That should be long enough. I'll be back with you shortly. Right. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so what I've got is I've got a jumper. Where's he gone? Got point 0.1 pitch header, pin header. I wonder if it'll be long enough to reach. Yeah, it will. Right, I'm going to pull out one of these pins. There's a pin. Just lost it again. What do I do with it? There it is. Let's form it. I'm going to bend it into a. I'm going to form it. I'm going to solder it to there. Yeah, so I'm going to bend the one end enough to bend around the component. Just form it. So I've just bent it. Can you see that? Yeah. Right. So that's gonna. Let's get the tweezers on it. Needs to be a nice strong connection. That looks good. It's slightly too long. I can go downwards with it. Let's bend it downwards. So from there to there, yeah, it's a bit of a guesstimation. Alright. Okay. So here we go. Let's see if it fits. Probably too long. Let's trim it a bit. Just gonna trim the leg on it. Don't want a long leg. So trim the leg. And it's got to reach from there. Whoops, lost it. Where's that gone? There it is. Oh, this has got to be quite boring, isn't it, really, to watch? I wouldn't watch it unless... Don't I just put it in the background. Wrong way around. Yeah. Like that to there. That'll do it. I've got to bend it in a bit. Just bend it a bit more. Or it wants to be smaller, really. I don't want to. That's it. I don't want to straighten it and bend it again. It'd probably snap off. So I'm just literally gonna bend the both ends, and that'll do. Right. So I'm going to solder it to the back of the connector first before I do the chip. Okay. Oh, soldering iron's gone off. No, it's not. That's my hot air gun. So let's put a bit of solder on it. Ready? Let's get it under the microscope so I can see what I'm doing. Let's get it out of the way. Very awkward. Just yeah, I'm just gonna get a bit of solder on it ready. Yeah, is he on? It is. Okay. Right. Long nose pliers. No, it's not long nose pliers. Tweezers. These tweezers aren't very good. Are these the ones that I bought, the dearer ones, or are these some that just came with? I don't know if they're the right ones. Let's have a look. No, that's the cheap ones. Yeah, two lots of cheap ones, so they are the right ones. They're not brilliant considering. I think you got to get what you pay for, but I did pay what I thought was a good amount. Did pay, I thought that's a good amount to pay, but obviously not. Need some good way of holding this while I solder it. Right, I'm gonna have to move that out of the way. I can't actually see with that in the way, so. Okay, am I holding it good? Just about. Okay. I'll tin the end of this really. Let's tin the end of this, put a bit of solder on it. Yep, we got it tinned. Let's see if we can hold it still. Not really, it's moved, the whole thing's moved, isn't it? It's not too bad, I need to straighten it up now. These are awkward things, these are. Okay, so it's on. It needs to be twisted though. And if I can twist it without breaking it off. Probably. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's have a look. Yeah. I've done all my screwdrivers. There they are. Just got to push that over there a bit. That's it. Just get some solder on that. There we go. Okay. Looking okay. I'll just bolster this up a bit. Okay, do some measuring. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get some measuring going on. Let's make sure there's no shorts. Right, got. Why isn't that showing me there? Doesn't it show me anything? Let's go on to ohms. E. I don't know whether it's crashed or what. Stop. Maybe I've lost the display. Yeah, well, let me stop. Volts. No, that's gone. That has. Thought the meters froze up. Right, let's take that off a minute then. That meter's froze up, so what I'll do is get the trusty old fluke out. Don't know what's happened to that. Right, so let's do continuity. Let's take that off there. Here we go. So we've got yeah, we've got continuity on them sides. No short to the centre pin. We go on to the other pin. You can't see. This one here should be centre pin, which it is. Yeah, and we've got no short, so we're looking okay. Let's just see if we've got a... Let's put it on ohms and see what's going on. Sorry. 0.4 of an ohm. Yeah, maybe this connector's not quite the right size anyway. Right, so it's soldered on. Do some hot melt glue now on it. Before we do that, we'll give it a go. Put some power in it. Let's just try the connector. Let's try the DC adapter that came with it. This is the one that came with it. Yeah, we've got a red light on. That's a good sign. And switch off the rest of it. Okay. So I'm happy with that for the minute. So what we're going to do is hot melt glue it. Just move some of this stuff out of the way. Let's hot melt glue it. That's going to take a little while to get the hot melt glue up to scratch. Okay, let's get it plugged in. Alright, just going to wait for the hot melt glue to come now. To warm up. Oh dear. Yeah, at least we got it fixed. Let's get rid of some of this junk. I'm definitely going to have to get a trinocular with a camera on it. Definitely going to have to get one of those. Because this is almost impossible to see what you're doing with this modern stuff these days. And this was nothing compared to some of the stuff, so I mean, I'm definitely going to have to invest in one of them. So never stop investing. And invest in an oscilloscope. There you go. Yeah, I had to invest in this oscilloscope. And this fell down, and the screen smashed. Anyway, just waiting for this to warm up. This hot air gun to warm up. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a mess here at the minute with all the leads, as you can see. Yeah. Right, back over to this one. Yeah. Okay, so I don't happen to me hand tech. It seemed to froze up. The seems to have lost its communication. I don't know whether you can stop it and run it. Not sure if it'll let you do that. I can give it a go. Probably not. It might upset it. Might upset the recording. Right. Okay. So this is just getting warm now. Yeah. Okay. So we should be able to see it charging the battery with a bit of luck. got a lot of stuff here. Let's try and unravel some of this stuff. Got to unravel some of this stuff. Of course, that doesn't want to sit on the table nicely. Okay, where's this other one? Let's get this other one out of here. Get these probes out of the way. Yeah, I've got, like I said, I've got some Amigas to repair. I did mention it a few times in the past. And I got another one now. Well, last week I got an Amiga 500 Revision 6A motherboard with no video or black screen. And it actually is a black screen. From what I can tell, it's probably Agnes chip or more likely the RAM. It uses the first sort of 256K of RAM to do its boot up and run tests and stuff. And if that's gone, you will just get a blank screen basically, and nothing else will happen. So it's soldered on the board, the RAM is, so I'd have to use my desoldering gun and unsolder the chips. I haven't got any spare chips, so what I'll do is reswap two of the first few chips for the last few chips. There's 512 on board. Hopefully, I don't know how to test RAM. I really don't know how to test RAM. I don't know how I would even go about testing RAM. I could put my oscilloscope on it and see it. Suppose we'll make sure the it's oscillating first. That's always a good thing to try. Make sure we're oscillating. 28 megahertz crystals running 28 megahertz and dividing it to 7 megahertz and all. We can do things like that. And so I'll do that. Just getting rid of those connectors. Got too much stuff here. Right, this is up to scratch now. So let's get a bit of hot melt glue on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just hot melt glue it. Tell you what I'll do is I'm going to put this connector in as well. So, because you can see a bit of daylight. So I don't want to get all the hot melt glue in the hole. Here we go. Plenty on. I ain't worried about it. Give it a bit plenty on. There's plenty there. Okay. Right. That's plenty. I may have burnt the bezel slightly with my iron. Not too sure unless that was done before. Oh well, better working than non-working. Let's just trim that over there. Yeah, looks alright. Okay. Yeah, I've got can't really multitask. Talk to multitask. Talk about something else while you're fixing something. It's a bit slow and awkward. Sorry. Yeah, so you've got Amiga 500. I've got Amiga 600. That's got the same fault. Yeah, I think it's got the same fault. It didn't pay a lot for it. So anyway, I'll be having a look at that. So I'll go get all the schematics up and follow through. This is, I think that's a black screen as well, doing nothing. So I've got a fair old bit to sort out. Let me just unplug this glue gun. Just unplug the glue gun. Let that cool down in its own time. Yeah, I can still take the connector out there. That's good. In and out. That's good. Let's just have a feel. I wonder how long it takes to go off this stuff. Oh, it's nearly off already. Yeah, it doesn't take long. Still a bit sticky. That's fine. Right, I'm gonna put this back together now. Put the screen back in. There's the screen. It's just straight through there. Actually, it's got like a screen protector on it. Right, let's get this back on here, and we'll see if it's working. And I'll probably drop it to him. To the old man, drop it back to him, and it was an easy fix, really, wasn't it? Bit of an easy fix. Right, so this can go back into position. This construction's strange. You've got a little speaker there, and you got the extruded bit on the plastic there. If you can see that, I suppose that'll act as a bit of a sound box. Just make sure that this is wires out the way. Yeah, it's not going to trap the wire. Looks good. Alright, so it's snapping into position. That's alright. I've got a bit of a bulge there where the or is that natural? Oh no, that's the way it sits. I thought I put a bit too much glue then. I thought there was too much glue on this one side, but that's okay because that's the way it snaps together. Okay, so let's power it on then. I want to power it on. I want to see if the battery's charging. So I'm going to power it on via this connector again. So let's get that on the go again. I need just to find out which one. These connectors, they put the plus and the minus. They put the plus and the minus. See that? In the middle, so you don't know which one's which. Let's just get rid of that gun. You don't know which one's which. So you've got to constantly keep checking this unless you want to blow it up. So the back one is negative. Ought to write on it really. Yeah, back one's negative. Let's get this onto there. And the positive onto there. Okay, let's plug it in. Yeah, let's plug it in. I've got no power onto it for some reason. Switched off. Let's switch it on. Yeah, we've got a red light, and we've got information. We've got the red light, red LED, and we're switching on. Mountainone, it says. Okay, that's good. 720 milliamps. We dropped out. Let me just bring in that supply. PSU one. Yeah, see, we've actually dropped out here. Let me just bring you a rear view. So yeah, we've dropped out, so I need to give it some more current. There you go. That's stable now. Okay. So we've got our screen. It's all set up. So what we're going to do now is see if we can get it to charge. So it's 753 milliamps. I'm going to switch it off. I'm going to pop the battery in. So there's the battery, BL5J Looks like a mobile phone battery. Just going to pop that into there. Alright, I'm going to switch on. Oh, it's drawing 372 milliamps straight away. Let's take the battery back out. Yeah. So, it's down flat, but let's see if it can bring it up from nearly flat. Near flat. I wonder if it can. 372 milliamps. I don't know whether it's gone down flat. I suppose it must be designed to go flat, these. I know some stuff doesn't like to go flat. Tell you what, let's just measure it. Put it on volts. Let's see if we've got anything at all, because you had nothing in earlier when we tried it. So there was nothing in here when we tried it earlier, so let's try it now. Gotta have something even there. Surely something we gotta get. 3 volts. Yeah. So I think if we just carry on charging it, it'll come back up. That will. No problem at all. So I'll stick the battery in. Put the cover on. Okay. Turn it back over. Let's turn it over. Okay. It's already on. Oh, I've got no screen. Oh, switched. I'm on. Am I on? No. No, I'm on. Yeah. Okay. So that's it's just a power charge connector, DC connector or charge port replacement on a DVR. It's a wireless camera DVR. There's a bit of a tear down. Not much else going on. Okay, that'll do for now. Thanks for watching. I'll get this back to him. Put a smile on his face. Okay. Bye bye. Catch you on the Amigas probably. Got lots of Amigas to fix. Talk to you in a bit. Bye bye.